Today, Mimi and I decided to get together. We've kind of quarantined ourselves together, our household and their household, because it's just me and Mom and Mimi and Craig. So anyway, we are getting together and making homemade bread. She's never made it before, so I told her I would show her how, and so that's what we're fixing to do. Come join us. We've put the water in the bowl and the sugar and the yeast, and we let it set till it gets good and frothy, which it has. Look how frothy that is. So that's perfect. So now we're fixing to add the salt and the melted butter and half of the flour. Okay, so after we added those ingredients, it said to beat it with a hand mixer. So Mimi's doing that. Oh, wow. That looks pretty. I've never made bread that you beat it with a hand mixer. So this is something new. I got the recipe off of Facebook, and it sounds really good. We'll see. Okay, so if you have a stand mixer with a bread hook, at this point you would put the bread hook on. We added the rest of the flour, and then you would put it and let the machine do the work. If you don't, you're gonna have to mix it up by hand like I'm doing right now, because the regular little mixer won't do it. So do that, and then we're gonna turn it out onto a surface once it gets somewhat mixed, and we'll start kneading it. All right, you can see we put flour out on the counter, and I'm gonna turn my dough out onto the floured surface. Ta-da! All right, now it's time for us to knead it. All right, you're gonna put a little flour, just a little bit, over the top, and to knead it, you're just gonna fold it, press it out with your palms of your hand. Fold it, press it out. And you're just gonna keep doing that for about 5 minutes. See how good it kneads? It's so much fun, I love kneading. All right, that's all there is to kneading. It's very scientific, as you can see. And every now and then, if your dough gets sticky, just sprinkle just a little bit more on the top, and that'll cure that. Just a tad though. Okay. There's kneading. Kneading 101 right here. She's doing such a good job. She said it's like Play-Doh. And then that's what I tell y'all all the time about stuff. I guess it's our generation. We're the Play-Doh generation, maybe. It feels so good. All right, now you're gonna make it into a nice little round ball. And I've greased the bowl with vegetable oil, or actually canola oil. I just took a paper towel and wiped the whole thing down with it. And you're gonna shape it into a ball. All right, now plop it in the bowl. All right, and take it and turn the bread so all sides get that oil on it. All right, that's good. And now we're just gonna put a damp towel over the top of it, and you're gonna put it somewhere warm to rise. I just put mine in the oven, not turned on. You don't wanna turn the oven on or anything, but there's no drafts in there. So I put the towel over the top and stick it in the oven and let it rise. Okay, so it's in the oven. It has the towel over at the top of it, and we're gonna let it rise for about an hour, and it should almost double in size. So we gotta wait an hour. Okay, there it is. Look how much it has risen. About the whole bowl is filled up. So now we're gonna reflour our surface. We're gonna dump this out on it and punch it down. I'll show you in a minute. All right, we're gonna, like I said, put your flour out on the counter. dish. And then dump your bread out there. Ooh. Some got left. Gotta get all that good stuff. All right, now it says to punch it down. And you're literally, need a little flour on my hands. A little flour on the bread. And you're literally gonna make a fist, and you're gonna punch it, and all that gas that's in the bread releases. All right? And then I want you to turn it a few times. Ooh, it's so pretty. It's like a baby's behind. All right, now you're going to half it, okay? Just tear it right in half. And you're gonna shape it into a little loaf. You wanna kind of tuck your edges under. You don't wanna have real ugly edges. You want it to be nice and smooth. And you can do the same thing with this little guy. And see, that looks like little loaves of bread. Isn't that pretty? And then you're going to grease your pans, and you're gonna put your bread in it, and you're gonna cover your bread again, put it back in a non-drafty place, and you're gonna let it rise for 30 minutes. And then you actually get to cook it. Best part. All right. Okay, here they are in the pan. This is not a loaf pan, but when you don't have one, you have to compromise. This is a loaf pan, see? And they're all greased, and we laid our little babies in there. And now we're gonna let them rise for 30 to 35 minutes. Okay, here's our bread. We've gotten it out of the draft-free oven from its second rising. It's filled up the little pans about halfway. And we're fixing to put it in the oven at 350 and bake it for 25 to 30 minutes. And it will be ready. Yum! Ta-da! Here it is. Beautiful, beautiful loaves of bread. And I wish y'all could smell it because it smells just as good as it looks. We will cut it in just a little bit, and we'll tell you if this is the go-to recipe for everyday good old white sandwich bread. 2 cups warm water, 2/3 cup sugar, 2 packets yeast, 1 3/4 teaspoon salt, 1/4 cup butter, 6 cups all-purpose flour. Hello, I am back at home in the country. I am fixing to take a walk around my property, and I thought you might want to come with me. Okay, I need to check and see if my hostas are coming back. Oh, look, here they are. Yay, I love hostas. Here's one's coming up here. There's one there. Yay. The chickens kind of liked them too last year. And before we made their own pen, we had them back here, and they pecked them to death. Oh, the woods are so pretty this time of year. Everything is so green and pretty. Huh. This blueberry bush looks dead as a door now. I wonder if these limbs are still alive. Doesn't look like it. But this one, on the other hand, is bigger than it's ever been. Isn't it beautiful out here? Somebody back there is doing something. Oh, look at these. Little tiny white flowers. How pretty. They kind of look like miniature Queen Anne's lace. But I know they're not. I've never seen these before. They're beautiful. Here are some real pretty yellow ones. I love wildflowers. They're so pretty. And look at these little purple ones. Aren't they beautiful? I'm doing this video for all the people that aren't allowed to be outside. I know they've shut down the state parks, so I thought you could get outside via this vlog. Look at the majestic colors. They are gorgeous. That bright, bright green and the blue of the sky. Absolutely beautiful, breathtaking. Look at the beautiful wisteria, one of my favorite plants, and it smells so good. Get my nose eaten by a bumblebee. Isn't that beautiful? And in there is a bird nest, or a bird house, I mean. I don't know if you can see it or not. This year, with all the rain, our trees have really taken off. We've got pear trees planted down here. I even think one of the apple trees we planted survived. So we will hope for many pears this year. Boy, there's some loud cars out today. I don't know if y'all can hear them in the video. You can hear them all the way from the road. Ah, look at all the little tiny pear buds. I bet this will be a great, great year. And there's a blossom. I'm a little late for the blossoms, but there are a few hanging on. All the pretty flowers. Can you see them? My fig tree that I planted that I thought had died is back. Wow, even the dead limbs coming back. Yay, maybe one day we'll have figs and I can make strawberry fig preserves, and I'll show you how. They're delicious. Isn't that beautiful? You can hear Annie barking, protecting her land. She is a good watchdog. birds. Okay. I love this section of land. It's all moss and it's so pretty and green and soft. I always have to take my shoes off. Don't look at my toenails. And walk on it because it feels so good. There is a very small branch running through the woods. We have a small one in the front and a big one in the back. The last tulip, isn't it beautiful? The color, kind of an orangey red and yellow. So pretty. It is amazing that these plants did not die this winter. I think we had maybe 3 cold snaps, really cold, like freezing. And I threw a sheet over them, and even the lavender survived. This is called Million Bells, I do believe, and it comes in different colors. It likes full sun, so it is a great plant to plant. And like I said, I did not kill it last year during the summer. And during the summer it gets so hot here, and especially in this spot, and it just thrived. So I am tickled. I'm gonna get me some more of those suckers. So do you feel like spring now? Have you gotten a little taste of it? I hope so. I hope this made you feel like you were on a walk with me.